Oma, you're gonna go to a serious interview. Be na sa video no a trending on social media. Some man, Nanko be a face, some man were a very decent MP. Oko Tafo MP. I found honorable Echo Vincent Asafo. Waka send be na sema waka no papi say I then na honorable kasa. And almost so any to your power say MPP defeat no e bin see that. Because upon over winning election enye o party for nkwa na beto ama. Say o party for nkwa na beto ama wa and you be lose. Ese wo san ehia floating voters. Na o baba nsem na ofutiri mu a. Even Musa Dankwampo et be wo mu ka say. Ba me lose because floating voters no. Omo empenasem I say Baumia was not loved by 40 voters. There's a form peno. Obia on to abada. Afe na oba abeto aba. And now we so no. Oni MPP, oni NDC. But ohuwa, I say, ohuya na kono. I say, ofili of, Baumia, oni sa vibrant into no. Among for one to abamano. Na still no eda so ho. But o share obi se Kennedy Agyapong. At the current year, a kufaro na owini election no. At the same time, so no, Lawrence owning side elections, Omono or Mukra side ground no. A kufa no huna where film brother, no matter how subsebe in the Bogor Amamua or Bobuyano, still no Uno Kromwa, you love him. The same thing, Lawrence. What be trying 24 years Navy, but Unhunwa, Unyam Puanaka on 7 years so. The same thing Unhu and Japon about that, were failing. Sa a yinu, Baumia Nibi, and something about Beseluso. And Vincent echo and the constituency who are okay saying be say on some delegates for every I say so and she yanko the video now after the video no Kwame Nkrumah can see a pem no say masa asem waka no e sa no ka no any baba mu na fuchi mu na fa wom na chiefo na ntimi hu man let go and warn the interview any video no and sana the interview so
Dr. Muhammad Baumia, Unim, Tafo police station, or police station at you. Unim Gusefe, Unim Faith. Into your vote in a sort of one and that's one once I said. Also, to make sure you vote in a swan to
police station.
A police station executive. The what? I'm not buying many constituency executive share. The catcher was a police station. You go to sit so at tea or no. So police station executive. You know, when your police station executive.
And you're already in
I know you.
They are chopping nafu. Into more free. Now, dear China, you
I see. I honor my member party na flag bearership race neguso January 30, 2026. Mubeyi the obedi party nim. Na wo de krata bia ba bonten say anwe police station wono. Akwa say police station wono. Nipa bi betimi intimidate nipa bi. Asem emu nkyere mu pa ne say.
Oh, welcome na welcome you answer unni me from time I started me politics.
Enye sabre na ka akodi ukoye Roman father no nyina St. Hubert.
Mo banyufo no sande you know say don't mebu o mo kafa me ho you know it is not true. I mean, I am a Democrat true and true. I believe in the democratic dispensation.
What do you say? A first time I'm who a bra na Dr. Kuto say, any Sir John, na ye be a primaries, a war Tafo, Sabe, Tafo,
I'm your small boy.
Aye, who's a ye Methodist one, Emmanuel Methodist.
Yes.
I'm Bono. Opposite one.
I'm a very small boy.
Yeah, because I'm Mr.
Now back when we call Tafo weekend. The choir, no. Na me delegacy police station executive in as usual for about 2.5 months to me to find it. By now me call back to Mama Juma ho no mu kudi nkobo. Enti minya abotre titi omo kakra. And me ti omo no they were saying say enkofo bi kika kire omo say abano 2024 election Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia ni lose ye. Nti no enkofo ka kire wo mo se e mo nto aba ne maba wo mia na so o sa na so no aye dem so wo na so na ye panyin na na da no nti se lusu dia enyo se ya dia je ni na ahye na so okay ene ma munsi mu musa mo se mo oko tafu abota so GNTC wo police station e wo no Nipa 5 and a police station executive. Oko Pentecostal and as Assemblies of God on Mutua. Nipa 10 and a police station executive because they are twin polling stations. Namubusa as our police station executive in the say. We vote in 2024 no. A sortie as compared to 2029. Omuni na se ane. Na so okay. Na sa polling station ho amana da no o se yen ana mbuso o se na se omuni polling station obi a o te ha bia na o se ane no but you had 4 years then I want to me a mobilize omo no man to anko to aba na ma MPP ana se chese mo kran so ma feli o ana se sa afon so de be hwa hwan na o se no abo na de ya nkasa ani aye the next time you be adwuma yi. And I'm so okay. And yes, idea may catch a constituency executive. No, so the next polling station elections are by no. More vote so 3 year polling station. Yamamunye a Jumani view. Just a Yamamunye polling station executive view. If you say more fady, almost 8 honorable there be no the NTS. And I'm saying, sir. Applying the same logic mutatis mutandis that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the back will have to stop with him because he is the leader in the channel. When Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia does not know GNTC, said Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia does not know Pentecostal. Said the Pentecostal police station. Or no what the question. Do see you know now also I want me see you they also want to say this is the logic that I painted to them that the responsibility as to how we lost the elections should be a shared responsibility. We cannot let it be send people back with the lose election because you know Tafo when Yankasi Titi when you can who I am Yajumano. Not Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia when you hope. Yan was Sudi, here the police station as saying as I say Yahojuma. See about Twaba. How many police stations executives also call faith from Gofren of Twaba? You people did not do it. Yet you are pointing fingers at somebody who does not have that responsibility or that job to do, which you failed. And so we were few put the Koshobi. Look, I mean, this is what I said. And when you watch the video, you realize that this is what I sought to say. Tafo Mp say, in the constitution of the MPP, the MP has no locus as to who becomes the polling station executive. That is the sole responsibility of the constituency executive. And Council of Elders, no more for me, no more elections. So why do you even bring the MP in as to say MP do the best so be the police station executive? That cannot be the case. That was never said. In fact, we need 2 minutes and may say, me and Cassan may call MP, I may call Mohawk, Serewomo, almost at the map of you.
Mate. Honorable Echo Vincent Asifwa na wɔyɛ former deputy minister for local government megye di sɛ mabɔ ne yie MP for Tafo na yɛ ne twetwe nkɔmmɔ honorable Vincent Eko Asifua MP for Tafo mema wakyerɛ no pɛ yi
time flies time flies
and time flies
Latin you cannot tempus fugit
hey
we were if you my deputy minister that hey abanko
we agree with you
opposition asamoya easy ese ya na for na sound go for no mo fro no obi an fro bi o
but omo fro bi ma eden a it does one nyansan be sa aba
what you say
na mama
fa see your real friends anyway
yeah sure mama fa wo fi nkomo ya sese mama tokonu former chief justice say kan wotifie areho seme wo mu ni se after 31 years of service mama ni ko fie without a dime and one some boba na ko now yebe veteran of Justice Brony as the new chief justice baja oteminka
fena metonka
mese mami Justice Araba Isaba Tokonu
yes
say your former chief justice now I will say a woman said the woman is going home or has gone home without a dime after 31 years of service to the nation now what you not to nchen and now vet the new chief justice no Justice Bafuboni a minority in parliament mu raise a point be say and some be wa ma many dey down court and na nipa bi dey down court say mo hwe say justice administered na court ni signa yen so kra wo ho ansana ya veteran e de ko ba ye no anye ye e kire minority for kra mo ye work out the whole narrative no it was saying
well that kwame the kind of sikadi ebetoye integrity and credibility is a priceless gift, and so I'm sure the woman we are speaking against what is happening and what has happened, not because I think the woman wants anything to go home with. That is that can be dealt with. I'm sure that she will be okay because she served the country for so long a time, and I don't think it was about money. But when your integrity is started and battered on the altar of politics and not justice, and the man and that is why I feel that it is proper, not because we want a solution today, but for purposes of posterity. Or no, I think Monday. Let me see Mwanka Samo sister station, PSFM. Not one MPB tour, it's not full, is it not or something? Tour. On Mwanka Semini Abema, Wama, MP for Fiana Network. They're not here, Jomier. Nanaya Okes. Samoa MP no be can say. Chief Justice. You know, and yet, NDC MPU. No, no, dear, when you say politics.
But one can article 146.
Well, that is what the MP is saying. I am just quoting him, an NDC MP. On your own station, Nanaya Okasi was the one who was hosting him. As someone no cut say and say, to hell with Article 146 and its procedures. But we don't even say a politics in the Yimano. NDC MP. Share okay the catalog that I gave in the case of Vincent Eko Asifua and the Attorney General 4 or 5 months ago, which I indicated, say, when in opposition, the NDC had already indicated. Some John Mahama has said it, Samija Fiana, a lot of people have said it. If Samija Fuka, your Kaya, a Kwatake, even the Ghana police, some bomb research. I see look at the current chairman said, these were things that I catalogued in my affidavit for the Supreme Court judges to know that in assessing these matters, say politics in the framework, you realize that it is just an orchestration just to remove this woman on the altar of politics. Now, Kwame, minority, as someone here checked that, it himself, a media, because of a majority, a movie, name of the that's and you poor Baba, no one say, we pay a part. Ye cha, a dear to a part, papa, and a part. Now I'm open Article 146 year. A troll, the Ababa Chief Justice stated misbehavior, infirmity of the mind, and what have you. Nowhere has it been said in Article 146 that allows a Chief Justice to be removed. On the altar, say, oh, ye Chief Justice Bakubi, ye ye, into one or see you. Come see you. Nothing has been said in the 1992 Constitution to include the reasons. You did Chief Justice. A church say. So be the Chief Justice. Offer all the right procedures, like what acting Chief Justice Bafuboni go through. All processes are right. The appointment, vetting, approval, the sworn in. These have been enshrined in the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. So he has been appointed and been made, or will be made a Chief Justice. Legally, rightly so, under the Constitution. And you know, this I will go through Article 146. Now, okay, the removal processes, you know, and I said, yeah, remember what you need, Chief Justice. And then I may contend it to you, say, won't mean, you know, because of the fact, oh, yeah, Chief Justice be, yeah, and you know. And that is why we feel, as a minority, that whatever the NDC and John Mahama is doing is to stop us and the woman to be able to fight for his fundamental human rights. Because they say, no, the papa no, this is Okoya de Fufobi. But the point is, how do you serve justice to Tokono and people like us who filed a case at the Supreme Court? I have in my hand now, Kwame, the statement of case that was filed by the Deputy Attorney General at the Supreme Court in response to my case at the Supreme Court, that is the Vincent before versus the Attorney General. The Attorney General is telling me and the Supreme Court that for the past 4 or 5 months, you brought the application in Jansi, you know. I'm responding, you know. I'm reason, I'm working, say. And that is under clause 5. That due to administrative procedure and arrangement attendant to the 2025 presidential transition and the subsequent compulsory retirement of the Solicitor General, a timely response to the statement of the plaintiff's case, plaintiff, which is myself, was impracticable. 4 or 5 months now, I want to be responded by way of a defense to the case and the Supreme Court. I'm not sure the Akoma Supreme Court said, Supreme Court emano leave or mano chance. So the bear obetumi any extension of time to be able to file the statement of.
But Justice Bob Boni before the committee, you know, I can say there are no processes, and now one can let it be to Parliament in Janti ne vetting.
No, you see, the point is that we are speaking to men of good conscience. We are not injuncting whatever is there. I'm just saying that first and foremost, you need to dispose the matters that are before the court so that justice appears to be done. Justice is seen to be done. And it must not only be done. Justice Tafo is before the court. Vincent the Kwasifo is also before the court. Substantively. And so if you feel that you want the Ghanaian people to know that they are more yearning now the papa. They said the year or election petition within 2 months, 1 month, your bomb maybe you can't be an aquacoda. The Attorney General who has been performing his function unwarrantedly, going by way of press conferences, that time when in 4 months, you know, oh, they go for who feel and in just because your politics, the percent of 40 MPP, now for them for free. MPP crying, this is what they have been doing, nothing justice. And that is why I'm suggesting to you that time could have been used to file responses at the Supreme Court for us to dispose of this matter. Because the Assembly in Supreme Court per the CI16 within 2 weeks, I was a filing response to it. That is a statement of case. Say when to me filing within 2 weeks now. Not a compare for an extension of time. And then the Supreme Court more than even the 2 weeks that is granted under the rules. Yama will be a 1 week or 2 weeks at the account. Because substantively what has been given to you is even 2 weeks. So if you are praying the court that the court should add some amount of time to you, it should be within that 2 weeks. Which I agree that the discretion is the Supreme Court, but you don't give more than what has been granted under the rules. So my position is that, and the position of the minority, and they say, the matters are already sub judice. Allow the Ghanaian people to realize that, and then the Moka Samoba Mobaba and no Moye. Samoba
Mobay, Council. The matter is a sub judice, but me the matter
that matters near Supreme Court. That this sergeant, the boy, I say it has not been done.
The matter being a sub judice,
the NDC,
Council
want to stop Justice Sokono from benefiting under the Constitution by way of a right, fundamental human rights that has been enshrined under the Chapter 5 of the 1982 Constitution. Because when you feel that your rights have been trampled upon, or your rights are being trampled upon, if it is your personal right, you go to court to ensure that you are safeguarded, you are protected. That is the duty of the men of conscience, men of good conscience who have been put on the Supreme Court bench. When they are seen not to be interested in protecting the fundamental human rights, which rights have been enshrined under the Constitution, which has given them the power to sit on the Supreme Court. It leaves much to be desired with. We may not be interested today with respect to the outcome, but we are interested in the matters of posterity, so that it does not appear that men were silent, good men were silent when we were needed most to speak against the atrocities that
Honorable.
to Chief Justice.
Honorable.
If I saw Kasa no way,
If I saw to be Hello.
What you say?
Me be say the matter is. Hey. Hello. What's the matter?
Welcome me. I feel me tonka.
The matter is a sub judice. Said the king. Obi Subeka say now the chief justice has been removed. And now you be a sa matter ni delay with Supreme Court no. Now a delay say or mine no entimi substantive chief justice. And no baako. The second one ni people so can say maame no why exhaust other avenues enti wunyini say bibia an exercise to delay the appointment of a new chief justice. Who think come over here to say?
Welcome. Under the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, so be an acting chief justice. Not even a single function or responsibility can be denied the acting chief justice by way of its performance. Put differently, when you're acting chief justice, you are also a chief justice because the chief justice be the ultimate. Why? Were we not in court? Me should have been kind of court no. Justice talk on no the kind of panel judges. You remove it and I say if you're suspended or no. But for one buy so be the paddle. Sure, yeah, on one cut the paddle. Because I acting chief justice. Nothing has stopped him in the performance of his duties as an acting chief justice. What a chief justice will do more? No. So we can have an acting chief justice for even the next 20 years. And that's why I'm saying that let justice be seen to be done. Please. Constitution in camera. Yes, but when in the case of Akosa was saying, say, when you are interpreting the Constitution, interpret it in such a way that it will bring some amount of reasonability into what has been interpreted. It was because of some of these things that we will know that the letter of the Constitution will be black and white. No. For the sanctity of the state, the Betubia Chiano Katra said the bear, that is why the case of Aposa laid down the processes and laid down the strategy in interpreting the Constitution. So that's how they came because the woman and one of the woman and then they correct at the latter part of the Constitution. So being conform with the Bono PNDC Mercenano. Constitution has own team for Moncoco, but I say the court believes that by way of interpreting the Constitution, there is a certain family that will need a certain kind of justice. So the be a paper and there should give a the Supreme Court, by way of Akosa, can interpret the Constitution to reflect the aspirations of the people. And yes, and then there's a formal right. So they will tell you, shall, that will have to be done in camera. No problem. But who is the Chief Justice is supposed to be an emblem and the citadel of justice. You think that investors and other people who may not have the right support, political support, would they have any confidence also of domestic because they know that whatever the president will tell the judges, they will do it. And that is my fear. We have to be very careful because these things will have daunting effect on us, even on our economy. Because when there is no trust in the judiciary, when there is no fairness in the judiciary, it does not even boost investor confidence. And we should be very careful. So, and then they are they have the majority and they are doing whatever they are doing. But Kwame, put these states on record. record. Tomorrow, the unprincipled NDC, the unprincipled this government will come back changing their maps as if they are not the ones who even said these things. Why? Even the appointment of the Supreme Court judges, you remember what they said, that the Kufuado appointed so many judges just yesterday. We are hearing a different thing from them because this time they are the ones packing the courts. And this time they are saying they are the back. Unprincipled group of people. Unprincipled group of people. They say this today, tomorrow they say this. Yesterday in Parliament, lithium agreement here about Parliament during our time, they rejected it. Saying how the Papa, somebody just says same, Amabua says same. Today, they are the same people bringing it to Parliament. The same thing. Unprincipled group of people. And today, per the words of their snafu, NDC MP, justice is not about the law. Justice is not about the dictates of the Constitution. Justice is not about the dictates of our acts of Parliament. Justice is at the whims and caprices of the executive arm of government. And this is what Ghanaians are going through, and this is what we are seeing. And we are all quiet. The CSOs who were on top of our roof, saying and attacking the Akufo-Addo government about the very things that they are seeing and that they are not today, are quiet. Today, most of them are getting appointments. Dr. Agyapong, Tafo Agyapong received an appointment. Most of them are quiet.
Say CSOs no ankasa.
Ghana Catholic bishops, they are quiet.
Me ba jomba CSOs ankasa e bi.
They are quiet.
Me ba jomba me bo. CSOs no. Ye will be one in your political pressure group.
Absolutely, but I'm just saying that's a way a political pressure group. Not a group of unprincipled people in government who said one thing just about 10, 11 months ago. I'm more supportive of now. What do you say? When President John Dramani Mahama, Eko Jankian West Kache, as of was say, on the Obaya bill no best sign. That is LGBTQ bill or best sign. And that's all the or did you want on chance in Tiakufa no best sign. Obaya didn't work home. On principle character. What is the CSO saying? The political pressure group, what are they saying about it? What are they saying about it?
I see.
And that matter of importance to you. They cannot come to Parliament under a certificate of urgency. Now they catch them and say, they told us that they won't hear because our culture and our tradition above LGBTQ, which we agreed anyway, and which I agree today too. But why have their positions changed? Why are they no more interested in the LGBTQ bill? Why is the president himself not interested? And why is the president himself quiet about it? But, Kwame, Unyankopon Kwame no Kwarefo. Obiabwa is all about Obia interest. And young people in this country should look at what is happening. Chef, for the Ministry of Youth, the Dada Ghana for go and look at the budget that was approved for them. Over 100 million. No? Only 34 million has been released for them. One year not baby. Man can say Yezu. The jobs that were supposed to be created for you under the Ministry of Youth, they're able to send NEP. Near more startup, no. Have you gotten it? But because for the Akufo-Addo government must fall, the MPP must fall. All of them today, they are trapping Nafu. Into more free.
I see. Honorable Mamimram party nimu. na flag bearership race ne gu so January 30 2026 mu beyi de obedi party nanim na wo de krata bia ba bonten say anhwe police station wo no akwa say police station wo no nipa bi betimi intimidate nipa bi asem emu nkyere mu pa ne say